Hey folks, welcome back. Man, time just keeps going on, doesn't it? It just keeps progressing no matter how much you wish that it wouldn't. And you keep getting older and having to embrace more responsibilities like getting a job, doing homework, eating a vegetable, going to the store. Crazy how time flies, huh? One day you're not entirely certain how to wipe your own ass, and the next you're standing in an elementary school gymnasium at a booth trying to determine which of the following four guys is least likely to invade the Middle East, but probably still pretty likely to invade the Middle East. Of course, the only problem with being in your early 20s is that anytime you try to complain about anything, this happens. Oh man, I've got a kink in my back today.
You got a kink in your back, kid? Or just you wait till you're my age and you'll be thinking that you're dying every morning before breakfast. Oh, give me some complaint.
Like for real, if you're over 30 and you're gonna come on here and comment, oh, you shouldn't be complaining because you're 24, just save your time. It was a joke. Wasn't being a kid great? All you had to worry about was Pokemon and cartoons and bullying the kid down the street for no reason until he coped with Taco Bell and chocolate and shutting himself in all the time. And then he had problems with weight gain well into his 20s. And Danny Phantom was pretty cool, right? YTV, baby, the prime source of entertainment for edgy youths from ages 7 to 16. This one was for the cool kids. What are you watching, Teletoon? Family Channel? Nice headgear, dweebazoid. And what would a television channel for hip, cool kids be without a bunch of narcs telling you to eat your peas and go to bed when your mom tells you to? Of course, every children's TV channel has PSAs, and in Canada, the king of this genre was Concerned Children's Advertisers. You know, back then, these were just annoying distractions while I was waiting for Being Ian to come back on, but they have a special place in my heart. The problem with these type of things usually is that they exist purely in fever dreams you have the night after you get your wisdom teeth out, and they're usually lost to the void and just kind of occupy a place in your subconscious for the rest of your life. However, our boys over at Concerned Children's Advertisers clearly understood that a lot of people wanted to relive this strange aspect of their childhood, so they uploaded all their PSAs onto YouTube. So let's take a nice little jaunt down memory lane and see what kind of content these people thought would prevent me from eating the chips under the bed. It didn't work. Hey, welcome to the viewing zone. The first piece of propaganda that we're looking at is called Smart as You. So let's go, boys.
Hey, what you watching?
I'm just watching a YouTube video.
Me?
Oh, God!
You see, you're smarter than me. You get to choose from all kinds of neat stuff. Funny shows, nature shows, shows about people all over the world. Me, I don't get to do any of this stuff. I'm just the TV that plays it for you. Yep, I sure wish I was as smart as you. Did somebody get that cat off my head? I'm just the TV. You're the smart one. Well, so long. See you next time.
So basically what I'm going to be doing with all these is kind of pointing out the message and then saying if it worked on me or not. So the message here is, TV's pretty neat, but don't be doing it all the time. You gotta go outside and make friends. Did it work? No. Now this is obviously subjective. Maybe you saw the scary New Yorker TV man and thought to yourself, I never want to interact with this cryptid again. And you went on to become a 2-time NCAA basketball champion. But I personally saw him as a comforting figure. I trust the TV man. Still didn't take his advice though. I didn't go outside enough. So the next one we got is actually two different ones called Head and Body. And holy smokes, fellas, I don't even need to say anything. Let's just go balls in. Okay, I just want to say off the bat, I know what they were going for here was hunger pains, but that is not what that noise is. That is the sound of a man who has just consumed a tapeworm, and his insides are slowly but surely being destroyed as a result. God have mercy on his soul. Okay, if you haven't seen this, I want you to guess what's going to happen next. Just guess.
Let's go. Let's go. When it's time to eat, use your head. Let's go. Choose a variety of foods every day. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
So the message here is a pretty good one. Eat food. Why did I need to be told that? Did Concerned Children's Advertisers need to tell me to eat food? I'm a biological organism. I know that I'm supposed to eat food. Also, I can't believe that I'm just now putting it out, but why does his head come off? Why does he take his head off? How is it that in the drawing board for this sketch or whatever, point A was make PSA about healthy eating, and point B was child removes head to go get a empty Tupperware container out of his fridge. Why did he could have just walked there. Oh God, look at his face. He knows what's about to happen.
Get up and move your body. At least 30 extra minutes.
So the message here is obviously stay active. Don't be sitting inside looking at your Windows 95 computer all day. So I don't think either of these got across, frankly. I think any rational human being would watch this and think, why does his head come off? Funny enough, as a kid, the most concerning thing for me was that thing he did with his arms. This kid is an amazing physical specimen. Not only can he freely remove his head without any kind of consequence, but he's double jointed in his shoulders. A terrifying beast of nature.
Guess what?
What?
Can you keep a secret?
Maybe. What is it?
Come here. Look.
Wow!
See? Isn't that neat?
What is it?
I don't know, but I found it first, so it's mine.
Why'd you even invite him over then? You just brought him over to be like, hey, check out this sick thing I got, but fuck you, bro, you can't have any. Don't tell Mom, though.
I wonder how this works.
Hey!
No, the music's wrong. Stop it. Okay. Here we go. No!
Don't touch it if you don't know what it is.
Why? What's wrong?
Well, I'm not sure. I just think that if we don't really know what it is, we shouldn't touch it. It might hurt us.
Well, then what should we do?
I know that some things are okay, and some things are not. And I think if we don't know, we should ask.
Ask who?
Somebody who knows about stuff like this.
Oh, you mean like Mom or Uncle Fred?
Yeah, or somebody else. We don't have to be afraid, but we do have to be careful. Just because somebody leaves something lying around doesn't mean it's okay for us to play with.
And then those two little guys, having outsmarted the humans attempting to curb the mice problem in their house, went on to shit in their food, causing them all to get infectious diseases. So the message here is obviously don't touch stuff if you don't know what it is. Did it get across? I guess so. I feel like I already kind of knew not to do that, but I mean, maybe there was some stupid kids that didn't know not to touch stuff that they didn't know anything about. However, it did kind of make me think, I don't know if I can trust Dad anymore. You know, they didn't mention Dad as a trustworthy adult, so maybe like he would be like, oh dude, nice, free cheese, bro. I don't even have an Uncle Fred.
What's your thing?
My thing's sound effects. Here's a T-Rex.
You know, I was gonna make fun of this kid, but T-Rex is kind of a smart move, honestly. Because, I mean, does anybody know what a T-Rex sounds like? He could make any noise, and we all be like, better than we can do. Have you ever seen anything with such a 90s aura to it? The kid in his aggressively spiked blonde hair, his gigantic pants, his striped shirt, the wood paneling his parents had installed in 1976, and the massive light green computer monitor in the back that is surely riddled with Trojans.
Mom! Aiden cut me in half again!
Damn it, Aiden! How many times have we told you not to cut your brother in half in your several $1,000 gimmicked stage prop specially designed to cut people in half? Also, I'm pretty sure this part and the clip of the kid sitting on the couch reading a book were filmed in the same house. In fact, it looks like a different angle of the same room. Was this kid just sitting here reading a book, not giving a shit about Aiden cutting his little brother in half? Aiden invites you over to watch his magic trick, and you can't even be bothered to pay attention? What's your thing? Apparently your thing is being inconsiderate to your friends.
Nobody's good at everything. Everybody's good at something. What's your thing?
So the message here is, everybody's good at something. And as a kid, I thought to myself, oh man, someday I'll figure it out. I'll find out the thing that I'm good at, just like all these kids did. Never happened. 24, and I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
gotta balance food and activity, working together, the body electricity. Let's start with the food that your body load. Gobble it up and send it on the road. The food gets to its destination. It's pure gastric fascination. If you just sit, your gut will be blue. If you sit and sit, you'll turn to goo. You gotta balance food and activity, working together, the body electricity. The moral is you gotta balance the two. With good food and activity, you can make a healthy you.
Honestly, I love this one. I don't have much of anything else to say about it. It's just great. Why is it on a t-shirt, though? Like, did somebody at this company animate this whole thing, and then some high-ups in the company were like, I like the message and the animation's great, but I think kids just listen better when it's on a t-shirt. Message? Yes. Did it get across? Yes. Okay, this has been an adventure so far, but I have saved the best for last. So buckle yourselves in, because we have reached it. The piece de resistance. The magnum opus of Concerned Children's Advertisers. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the House Hippo.
It's nighttime in a kitchen just like yours. All is quiet. Or is it? The North American house hippo is found throughout Canada and the eastern United States. House hippos are very timid creatures and are rarely seen, but they will defend their territory if provoked. They come out at night to search for food, water, and materials for their nests. The favorite foods of the house hippo are chips, raisins, and the crumbs from peanut butter on toast. They build their nests in bedroom closets, using lost mittens, dryer lint, and bits of string. The nests have to be very soft and warm. House hippos sleep about 16 hours a day.
That looked really real, but you knew it couldn't be true, didn't you? That's why it's good to think about what you're watching on TV and ask questions, kind of like you just did.
So the point here is to not believe everything you hear on TV. Obviously, I can see that now. However, I would say that this was possibly the least effective PSA maybe I ever saw as a child. All that this commercial did was convince millions of children that there were tiny hippos living in their house who ate peanut butter and chips. Like, honestly, you're going to present to me a 5-year-old a very well-edited PSA about a tiny hippo that lives in my house in the form of a wildlife PSA with a narrator that sounds like David Suzuki, and try to think that I'm going to pay attention at the last 5 seconds when you tell me that it was all untrue? I didn't care. This commercial was the #1 cause of ants in my parents' house growing up. Granted, it didn't help that I had 2 older brothers who, were basically like, of course house hippos are real. Why would the TV lie to you? Thanks, fellas. Appreciate it. Honestly, I do not know a single person who was growing up during the period where this PSA was on regularly who did not believe in house hippos. And honestly, I want to thank Concerned Children's Advertisers for that. Because if there was a tiny hippo in my house, I would protect him and give him chips and peanut butter. Honestly, man, I love these commercials. They're wholesome, and it felt like, to the majority of the extent, they were trying to give genuine help to children through fun means. And it wasn't just lazy, or stupid, or boring. It was like, they had animators and stuff. They had people making stuff that they actually kind of felt like they had some level of interest in, which is just neat. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like Concerned Children's Advertisers even exists anymore, which is kind of a shame, but also kind of nice, because it seems to me like there'd be less of a chance of them striking this video and getting it taken down. Please don't do that. I love you, Concerned Children's Advertisers, or whatever you're called now. I mean only love for you, even though you don't exist, but I'm sure that something bad could happen. Nothing good ever happens.